In this video, we are going to discuss successive differentiation, learning outcomes. At the end of this session, students will be able to apply Leibniz theorem to find the end derivative of product of two functions. In previous video, we already discussed how to solve the examples by using Leibniz theorem. Now in this video, we are again going to solve few more examples on Leibniz theorem. We will see the example. If y equal to x raised to n into log x, then prove that y suffix n plus 1 equal to n factorial divided by x. Here suffix s denotes the order of the derivatives. Now here y equal to x raised to n log x. First we will differentiate once the given function with respect to x, because here n plus 1 derivative you have to find. Now differentiating with respect to x, y1 means dy by dx is equal to, using UV rule, x raised to n as it is, and derivative of log x is 1 by x plus n into x raised to n minus 1, this is what the derivative of x raised to n, into log x as it is. Now multiplying both sides by x, we get x y1 equal to x raised to n plus n into x raised to n minus 1 into x, means x raised to n log x, and which you can write this as x raised to n plus n into y, because x raised to n log x is y. And now we can differentiate by using Leibniz theorem. Y suffix n equal to un v plus n into u suffix n minus 1 into v1 plus n into n minus 1 upon 2 factorial into u suffix n minus 2 into v2 and so on, plus u into vn. Here suffix s denotes the order of the derivatives. Now applying Leibniz theorem for this above expression term by term, here we can take u as a y1, y suffix 1, n derivative of y1 is y suffix n plus 1, and v as it is x plus n into n minus 1, u suffix n minus 1 means what we have, y n plus 1 minus 1 means y suffix n, and first derivative of x is 1, plus next second derivative of x will become 0, therefore here only it completes the nth derivative of x y1, and which is equal to nth derivative of x raised to n is n factorial. We are already familiar with the nth derivative of x raised to n is n factorial, plus n into n derivative of y is yn. Therefore n from left hand side and n from right hand side will get cancelled. Therefore x into y suffix n plus 1 equal to n factorial. Therefore y suffix n plus 1 equal to n factorial divided by x, dividing both sides by x. Now pause the video for a while and solve this example. If y equal to e to the power a sin inverse x, then prove that 1 minus x square into y suffix 2 minus x into y suffix 1 equal to a square y. Here we have to differentiate this given function twice, because here y suffix 2 means second order derivative of y. Here it is given that y equal to a sin inverse x, differentiating with respect to x, that is dy by dx, means we are denoting y suffix 1 is equal to derivative of e to the power a sin inverse x is e to the power a sin inverse x into derivative of a sin inverse of x is a upon square root of 1 minus x square. Now multiplying both sides by square root of 1 minus x square, you get y1 into square root of 1 minus x square is equal to a into e to the power a sin inverse x is y, that we can write a into e raised to a sin inverse x as a y. Let us call this as equation number 1. Differentiating again with respect to x, here on left hand side we can apply UV rule. Derivative of y1 is y2, that is d square y by dx square, we are denoting in short y suffix 2, and keeping v as it is, that is square root of 1 minus x square, plus keeping y1 as it is, and derivative of square root of 1 minus x square is 1 upon 2 root 1 minus x square into derivative of 1 minus x square is minus 2x, which is equal to a into derivative of y is y1. Now again here we have taken the same step here. Now we can simplify here. 2 will get cancelled from second step. second term. Now we can write y2 into under root, y2 into under root of 1 minus x square into under root of 1 minus x square is 1 minus x square, because you are taking LCM as a square root of 1 minus x square, and here 2 will get cancelled. Y1 into minus x means we can write minus x y1 is equal to a y1 into square root of 1 minus x square, because you are multiplying both sides by square root of 1 minus x square. That is y2 into bracket 1 minus x square minus x y1 equal to a into, that is from equation number 1, what we have, y1 into square root of 1 minus x square is ay. See here, y1 into square root of 1 minus x square is ay. This we have taken here. Therefore, y suffix 2 into 1 minus x square minus x y1 equal to a square y, a into ay, a square y. This was the required proof. Now we will see one more example. If y equal to sine inverse of x divided by square root of 1 minus x square, then prove that 1 minus x square into y suffix n plus 1 minus of in bracket 2n plus 1 bracket complete into x y suffix n minus n square y suffix n minus 1 equal to 0. Now here we cannot write the n derivative of the given function. First of all, we have to differentiate once and then we have to write the n derivative. Now here given function is what? Y equal to sine inverse of x divided by square root of 1 minus x square, which can be written as taking cross multiplication y into square root of 1 minus x square equal to sine inverse of x. Now differentiating this above equation with respect to x, using again UV rule here, derivative of y is y1 and v as it is square root of 1 minus x square plus y as it is, and derivative of square root of 1 minus x square is 1 by 2 root 1 minus x square into derivative of 1 minus x square is minus 2x, which is equal to, and as we know derivative of sine inverse of x is 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. Now here multiplying both sides by square root of 1 minus x square, that is y1 into square root of 1 minus x square into square root of 1 minus x square means 1 minus x square, and here this 2 will get cancelled. What will get? Minus x into y minus xy to equal to 1, because you have multiplied both sides by square root of 1 minus x square. Therefore, after differentiating we get y1 into 1 minus x square minus x into y equal to 1. And now we can apply Leibniz theorem to write the n derivative of this. Now by using Leibniz theorem, once again just for reference again I have stated here the Leibniz theorem, that is if y equal to u into v, then yn equal to un v plus n into u suffix n minus 1 into v1 and so on. Now here in the first term is product of y1 and 1 minus x square. Take u as a y1 and nth derivative of y1 is y suffix n plus 1 and v 1 minus x square as it is plus n into n minus 1th derivative of y1, that is replacing in y suffix n plus 1 by n minus 1, what we get? N into yn, and the first derivative of v1, that is v is what here? 1 minus x square, that is derivative of 1 minus x square is minus 2x plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial, and y suffix we get here n minus 1, and derivative of minus 2x is minus 2, and next derivative of 2 will become 0. Therefore, here it completes the n derivative of the first term y1 into 1 minus x square. And next we have to write the derivative of minus of x into y. Here we can take u as a y, that is minus n derivative of y is yn and v as it is, that is x, and minus sign n into y suffix n minus 1, you can write n derivative of n minus 1 derivative of y is y suffix n minus 1 and derivative of x is 1, and next derivative of 1 will become 0. Therefore, here only it completes the n derivative of minus xy, and n derivative of 1 is 0, that is right hand term is 0. Further we can simplify, that is 1 minus x square into y suffix n plus 1, and here minus 2 n x into yn, that is minus 2n y suffix n into x, and here 2 factorial into 2 by 2 factorial will get cancelled, minus of n into n minus 1 into y suffix n minus 1, and here minus x yn minus nyn equal to 0. Now further simplifying, this is a single term, we can write 1 minus x square into y suffix n plus 1, and now here x yn, taking x yn common from this term and from this term, and also minus sign common, and here it will remain 2n, and here from this one what to get, plus 1, because you have taken minus sign common and x yn also common, that is minus of 2n plus 1 into x yn. Now next minus, now you are writing the terms of y suffix n minus 1. Here you have taken minus sign again common, that is n into n square minus n, that is the term of y suffix n, coefficient of y suffix n minus 1, and here also you have taken minus sign common, therefore here n will remain into y suffix n minus 1, that is 1 minus x square into y suffix n plus 1 minus of in bracket 2n plus 1 into x into y suffix n, and here minus n plus 1 will get cancelled, that is minus n square of y suffix n minus 1 equal to 0.